So I will start. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our first online gala. Yes, that does mean there will be a second one eventually. So we're adapting to our times, and because we could not invite you all to a beautiful hall and celebrate together and all have a drink together. So I hope you guys have a glass of wine, a tea, coffee, gin, bourbon. Hope you have one, Deb.
Well, you know,
First of
girl.
all, cheer to everyone for being here. And I really want to say thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. So tonight we're having a gala benefiting the Men Wave movement. So this is a movement that really touched us when Deb met this lady. It's an organization that is really there to help, support, and promote mental health for men and wellness for men. So, for having dealt by directly or indirectly with mental health, we find that a lot of all of that is very geared towards women, usually historically, and now more and more, we're starting to look more and more at adapting it for men, because I'm sorry here, I had something planned and it's not coming out as planned, but I don't have my cue card behind. So no, but historically, mental health for men has always been, we've been raised to be tougher, be stronger, men don't cry. So that's really how we grew up, and that's really how we always treated everything. And tonight we really want to shine the light on mental health for men and wellness for men, because it is just as important as anyone else. It's good for any gender, any age, and we really want to shine the light on that. I want to let you know that this is recorded, so we know that we have a few people that had to cancel due to some circumstances. So we will be able to send them the recording and they will be able to share that with us. What I'm going to ask you is, during the gala, we're going to draw prizes. Oh yeah, because Deb is always feeling so generous and she just wants to give, and she loves going to the post office. So I think she has friends there now. She actually gives them all a Christmas gift at Christmas. That's how close she is with the post office. So drop your name in the chat. If you're not sure how to access your chat, just tap the button at the bottom. You go to more. If you're on the phone, you're going to go in the chat box, put your name, put your email address if you want to have more information after, but at least for now, put your name, because we will be drawing prizes according to the names that are in the chat. And you're welcome to leave your comments, suggestions, everything that you would like to have more information on. And for now, I will pass the stage to our beautiful Deborah Drummond, who, thanks to her, we've put up this gala together because it was her idea.
Well, thank you, Caroline. And you look spectacular and you just did an amazing job. And I just love doing, well, I do so much with you. I just love it and love it. So I know that everyone's putting their name in the chat, which is fantastic. You are at some point during this gala are going to want to give us your email, because we are going to have to contact you to send the prizes, send the gift to. Now, Caroline, all I'm saying, I'm hoping everyone can see me talking, because what I see right now is kind of a bit of a blackened screen. So, okay, well, at least I see Judith there. Okay, that's awesome. So yes, put your email in, because we're going to be needing to contact. You need to talk to that woman. Now, I'm kind of, people know me as fairly social. People would not know me as shy or private. But those of you who are on here that know me really well know that I am exactly shy and I'm very private. So it takes a lot for me to be out here like this. And so it's just called practice. And I think Caroline said something earlier about bourbon. So so I'm standing there and I'm washing my hands. And this message in my head's like, you need to talk to that woman. And I'm like, no, I don't. That's kind of strange. No one else is in the bathroom. And this is really strange because it's like yelling down a hallway. And so finally I brave up and I just turn to her and I go, so what are you doing here? It's this big hall. And she tells me that she's a vendor. And I'm like, oh, Well, I'm a bender too. So what is it that you are here for? And she starts to share with me about the man wave movement, and my stomach starts to flip because I have someone very dear and near in my heart that has issues in the arena of mental health, who is a young man. And she's talking and she's talking. And I'm like, oh man, I know I got to talk to you. I know I got to talk to you. And we just have this moment. And I'm so overwhelmed with what this woman has gone through and what she's doing that I just said, you know, come to the booth, and I just want to gift you. I was there with one of the business that I do. And so I said, I just wanted to give her some skincare because I wanted her to self-care, because I knew what she was doing. I knew what it took to do what she was doing. And I'm like, I just want to gift something for you. And I want to continue this conversation now. That was at the end of February. And here we are in October. And I had no idea when I met this woman that we were going to be having this night, right? And it's been a progression of building a relationship. And then, you know, we had this world shift happen. And because of this world shift, it's really, really affected charities. It really, really has. And charities had a hard time at the go anyways. It was, you know, it's a continuum. It's a continuum of, you know, asking and creating and doing galas. And right now, charities are really in need. I know, because they're they're calling in droves. And so not only is this amazing woman doing this organization, but now then we have this world shift, which makes it even more difficult. And so I'm not going to tell her story. I'm going to let her tell her story. But I just want to tell you, you never know who you're going to meet. And I know that me and Judith and Caroline are going to have a long, beautiful relationship. This isn't going to be the first or last that you hear from us. I'm just so impressed, and I'm so honored that I've met you, Judith. So I'm going to let you tell your story on why the Man Wave movement came to be.
Okay, hi. Good evening. And I'm really glad that you could all join. And I am really grateful to Bonnie and Carolyn for connecting us all. And I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to read because I wrote a script here. I want to share my story. So my inspiration,
Judith,
can you hear me?
can you just lower your camera a little
Lower?
so that we can
There?
see you a little? No,
Is
the
that
other
better?
way.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just learning more about Zoom.
It's okay.
Thank you. So my inspiration for supporting men's health is through my personal life experience to begin with. I was a bride and widow in an 8-month period. Robert, my deceased husband, and I were married on October 11th, 2003, and Robert took his life by suicide on June 15, 2004 at our home. Prior to this, in January 2004, he had attempted 3 times in 2 weeks. These were traumatic times for Robert, myself, and all family members. Our past wedding date was just on the Sunday, which was October 11th, 2003. On this past Sunday, I remembered that special memory I have in my heart of our wedding. I have the engagement ring I gave Robert on my finger here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see it close, but what it is,
Yep.
it's a tree of life with a man on one side and woman on the other side. I advocated and worked with Robert for his mental health wellness. Robert did work on his wellness with support from me and therapeutic individuals. However, Robert had decided, while being mentally unwell, to take his life. I started advocating for Robert's mental health in January 2004. Then after his death, I did lots of advocating for men's wellness via articles and workshops called. I formed this workshop with his past psychologist, the missing pieces that lead to mental health of addictions, etc. And through that, I told Robert's story in all those venues. In April 2019, I had met actually Bonnie Kowalt in December, and then in April 2019, I approached Bonnie and asked her if she would work with me to form a charity for men. She had a parallel career and she had concerns for other men that she knew too. And gratefully, she accepted that. On the same part, spiritually, we were led to meet with each other. We received the Alberta Government License Registration Certificate on June 25th, 2019. We launched the charity website on June 15, 2020, which was Robert's passing date. That was in his memory, as the charity is, and this gala celebrating men's wellness this evening. I'm super excited about this gala event. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being so heart open to be able to share your story. I know that your story is unique but important. And so we're gonna, it may seem interesting, you guys, that you're here tonight and we're kind of doing a celebration, but really we want you to have a good time. We want you to have a fun time tonight. We don't want even though the content is heavy, we want it to be light, and we want it to be a positive step in a direction of empowerment and education. And that's really why we've made it a gala, is just to really not bring you down, but to give you hope. Not bring you down, but give you joy. Not bring you down, but give you promise. And so just knowing that there's women like Judith and Bonnie out there advocating, and us being able to support that. So we're going to shift gears a little bit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a draw, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. And then Caroline's going to introduce an amazing man that totally, the theme of tonight is brave, that braved up to share his story. And so we're going to just shift the energy a little bit, and we're going to have a draw. So I'm going to draw, and I have some beautiful prizes here. Of course I do. I love my job. I love my job. And we're going to have a kick-off. This is kind of a kick-off draw prize. And so Caroline, has everyone knows how to work the chat box? Everyone knows how to work the chat box? Please make sure that you send your name into that chat box, because to kick this off, the first person who's going to win a gorgeous, beautiful, and honestly, the woman who's made this beautiful, beautiful Jasper mala bracelet and some self-care, beautiful, some, oh my God, I can't even talk. Eye patches. Oh, I'm kind of disappearing in the gold here. A beautiful self-care skincare set for yourself, and a gorgeous, beautiful bracelet. Okay.
I know
Okay.
who that is. He's a smart one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, smart one. Okay, I get it. Okay, so smart one, oh, you wise one, you have just won the first prize of the evening. You have just won the first prize of the evening. Okay, great. Now the second, can you please invite participants? Someone's asking on the chat to please invite participants. So I guess we've got some people that are maybe in the waiting room waiting to come in.
No.
Okay. So I'll just let you take care of that. So I'm going to do a second prize. I'm going to do a second prize, and you've checked to make sure that there's no one coming in. Okay. So now what you need to do in your chat box is, when Caroline started off this evening, she had a glass of something and there was a fruit inside. So who remembers what Caroline was drinking? Yes, thank you. So Glenn, you would actually, here's a beautiful mala for men and some self-care. So those are our first two prizes that are going to go off. And now I'm going to pass this back over to Caroline. Sweet, you know what? I think while you're standing there, you should still do some Neil Diamond, like sweet care. No?
Deb, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. You'll have your moment to shine in another gala. The one that you dream of one day. So thank you. Like, you're welcome, everyone, for saving you with, we could have, gone through the song, and we're not going to do that. So I'm going to introduce right now a man that I met not too long ago and that Judith knows well. His name is Paul. Paul has pre-recorded a video with us. We did an interview about 2 weeks ago. I just instantly loved that man. And, you know, when we did the interview, I was just like, oh my gosh, I wish he was close and I would give him a big bear hug. But because of distance and all other little confinement issues, we couldn't. But I will play you the video. So I'm sorry here tonight I'm playing Vanna, Fred, who's our cameraman, and everyone at the same time. So I will try to do this gracefully and start the video.
All right, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Would you hire me?
I definitely would hire you.
Okay.
All right.
So I will play this. Let me know if the sound is good. Oops.
Oh, got some feedback. Okay. Let me know and I'll let you know when it goes on. Awesome. Oh, there's no sound. You're going to need to.
Hey everybody, my name is Paul. I'm talking to you guys today.
Can you turn it up?
Thoughts and just being in a tough place. I've been contacted by the nice people at the Man Wave about what happened to me, and I just want to reach out and let you guys know you're not alone. I recently had an injury where I broke my back and my knee, and I went from, we'll just say, making good money to barely getting by, and also losing what was really important to me, which was my strength. I really identified with being strong, and I still am, but with my injury, I'm very limited. And that was a big change in my life, and I definitely went through a lot of feelings, is the best word. I definitely hated people around me. I blamed people. I lashed out looking for someone to solve my problem. My wife, my children, God bless them for sticking by me. I definitely dragged them through the mud going through this. But at the end of the day, what it was is I had to realize that I was in control and I had to take the new norm. And I just want to reach out and say to you guys, there are avenues, there are people you could talk to. I know it's tough. It's tough for big guys to talk to a nice looking female sitting in front of you and actually break down and be vulnerable. But it is worth it, and it does give you light at the end of the tunnel. I'm ashamed to say, but also proud to say, because I made it through, that I was misdiagnosed, and with some of the pharmaceuticals that I was given at the time, not villainizing my doctor at all, but thinking completely normal in my mind, I was suicidal. I did send my family away to visit family, and I loaded the gun. I literally had my shotgun sitting by the computer. I wrote my note. I keep the note as a reminder. It makes me tear up every time, but it reminds me of how low I can go and how dark it can get. And I'm just thankful that I went to the clinic that day and said, like, it was no big deal. Hey, I'm suicidal. I'm thinking of killing myself. And I'll be honest with you, if they had put me in the waiting room, I would have went home. So I'm genuinely grateful for the doctors for that and helping me through. But at the end of the day, it was just about talking to people, realizing that you're not alone, even though you feel alone. That's the toughest part. We're all made fun of as kids and told to not cry and be tough. But sometimes it gets really dark and you got to reach out. If you can't talk to your wife and you can't talk to your friends, there's lots of organizations out there like the good people at the Man Wave movement. Just when it's dark, find something in your life that's light, even as silly as it is. Mine is just going fishing, and sometimes I just complain to my fishing rod, but it distracts me from the negative path I'm on. And things aren't all good. I'm still not strong. I'm getting better every day. I've got a lot of apologizing and making up to do within my relationship for the damage I did in this transitional place in my life. definitely need to rebuild the finances. We've sucked them dry going through this, but you know, I could say that with a smile because no matter how bad it gets, I'm still here, and it's nice to be here with my family who loves me and my friends who love me. And even if you lose your family, there's still so much worth sticking around for. No matter how bad it seems, when you look back at it, it's always a funny story later. So just stick with it, guys. And if you need to talk to someone, reach out. Even to a guy like me. Just honestly, you're having coffee, turn to the guy next to you and say, hey, man, can I talk to you? He doesn't know you. He's not going to judge you. You think he will, but he won't. And we're all good people deep down. And you talk to someone, they'll be there for you. They'll listen. And sometimes that's all it takes is just asking people to listen to you. Because when you put your problems out there and you have someone say, hey, man, I get it. I've been there. I understand. Sometimes that's all it needs to turn the light on in that dark place you're in. So.
So Paul, thank you so much for sharing, because it's not only, it's very courageous what you've done. Kind of you put yourself out there, and I think that you've really identified for a lot of people that are with us this evening. And I believe, you know, man or women, we've had those times where we feel ashamed, like you talked about the word shame, right? And or, you know, we're feeling a certain way and we don't really understand why we feel so dark. And you talk about it, it's like, you know, one incident that you could be experiencing right now could be a reflection of things that have happened in the past, you know, and then they just compounded, right? Or feeling bad about how you put your family through a difficult situation, right? And one thing that pops into my head when you say that is, you know, hurt people can hurt people, you know. And I think it's only when you're on the other side of that, and you know, we're all grateful, and I'm sure so is your family, very grateful that, you know, you've gotten to the other side, or that at least now you have the awareness, because it was really dark. And when it starts to kind of go down that tunnel, you've got some resources that you've been able to surpass. And it is important for those resources to be there, right? That's why making this awareness, I mean, the biggest thing around is awareness and letting people know. And I'm just so grateful that you said, had they turned me away, you know, I think I would have gone down a different path. Because people that are listening, you know, if you go to somebody and they're not able to take you right away, this is something that's really common, right? Someone goes for help and the nurse at the emergency is busy, or they tell you to take a seat, and if that ever happens to people and they're in that place, just hang on. Someone will get to you. If you call that first person and they're busy, don't worry. Pick up the other number. Like, call as many numbers as you need to, and just know that you might have to dig a little deeper to get the help that you need to get. So I think that was really an important part of your story, where you're super grateful that they were able to take you right away. But if someone's listening to this, just know sometimes you need to knock on a few doors, right? Sometimes you need to knock on a few doors, or you need to tell a couple of people, because people sometimes don't even know how to deal with that. You know, if you're going to somebody and you're talking to a buddy and you're saying, hey man, things are kind of, you know, tough. They're like, yeah, I totally, you know, and next thing you know, they're talking about themselves, and you're in your head going, oh man, that didn't work. And it makes you feel worse. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just talk to somebody else, because not everybody's going to know what's going on in your head. You know, not everybody's not going to know how deep or dark that you really are, and that you might be able to say, oh man, I'm not doing so well. And you're talking about, I'm ready to go off, you know, ready to go off. And they're thinking you're not doing so well, like, oh yeah, you and everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, they don't really the depth of what you're feeling.
Right. Yeah, I definitely identify with what you're saying, and I hear you. Reach out early, guys, because the truth is, you know, I had these thoughts for quite some time, and it got darker and darker and darker. And the more I felt ashamed, the more I felt like I was a burden, and I didn't want to talk to my friends. I felt like I would just burden them. So, but you need to reach out and do it early. If you're even having those thoughts, don't wait till the note's written. Don't wait till the gun's loaded, because that was the last straw for me. And just, there was a blessing that I got in. You know, had I been one of these poor guys who didn't get in, I wouldn't be having this talk with you right now. So you have to recognize, and while I'm having this talk, I am emotional. It does well up those feelings, and that really touches on, just watch what you're focusing on, because if you dwell in the negative, it's a bottomless pit and it sucks you in. So you need to learn to recognize it and just find people to talk to.
Yeah, I would say, you know what, if you're in a place that it's dark and you're not even able to recognize it, because sometimes we're there as well. We can't even express that we're in so much pain, or that we can't see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. These feelings are not normal. They're not supposed to be there when you get up in the morning. They're not supposed to be there when you go to bed at night. Do you have those feelings? Talk to your doctor. And that's a huge part that I like in Paul's story, when he was telling us a bit earlier before the interview. He was saying, I told my doctor. So even if you don't know where to turn to, there's always your doctor. There's the emergency at the hospital. But these feelings are not normal. And don't wait to be at the point where you're at the point of no return.
Yeah.
Paul, thank you so much. I'm going to echo what Deb said here. I barely know you, but I'm so grateful that, you did go get some help, and you're here today to tell us your story. And I'm sure that your kids and wife are more than grateful for you to be there. So thank you. Do you have one last, word of advice?
Yeah, Carolyn, after listening to you, it is true. Reach out to someone certified. I did miss on that. If you got to talk, the guy at the coffee shop, he'll listen. But if you need help, reach out to people like the Man Wave, or reach out to your doctor, people who know and are genuinely going to stop what they're doing to help you. Because I can't tell you how many times people said I looked rough, or was I okay? And I felt like I was drowning, but I'd look at them and smile and say, I'm fine, man, because I didn't want to burden them. So reach out to someone who's professional and is equipped in dealing with this when you get to that dark place and you can't see the way out.
Yeah. And I want to just finalize with, one of the big movements that we're trying to shine a flashlight on here is really focusing, not to dismiss that this, not to deny that this doesn't happen to everybody, young, old, men, women, but I think that we all have some cultural pieces. And one of the cultural pieces, particularly as you were sharing, is that men are supposed to be tough, you're supposed to be tough, and they're supposed to be able to handle things and be the provider and be the protector and, that kind of thing. And so I think it's just a little bit more difficult when you've had that culture to kind of break that. We've all got our cultural stigma. And so one, thank you so much. And two, I think that's just really a big challenge for men in general that kind of have been raised or in that culture of that belief system that men are supposed to be tough, and somehow tough means you're not supposed to have feelings, so I think that you just kind of flashlighted that for people that's not necessarily the case.
Well, thanks for giving me a platform to talk about this. And I genuinely hope through you guys this will reach somebody who's in a place where I was and help them, because I didn't have the resources, and I would have loved a couple people like you to talk to. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go ahead, Carolyn. I'll let you finish up.
Oh no, I just want to say, I'm sending you a big virtual hug. I'm emotional at the moment. So thank you for being here. And, I'm sure it's going to help.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a guarantee. So thanks, Paul. We'll kind of sign off, and we'll continue our gala, and I'm hoping that you're at the gala as well, because we're pre-recording this, but I'm sure we're all going to just go pop a balloon now in a couple of minutes at the gala.
Hey everybody, my name's Paul. I'm talking to you guys about depression and suicidal thoughts.
So are we back?
We are back, and I want to mention one little thing is that Paul,
we just see a black screen there.
Oh,
so
sorry.
we need to pop back, just so you know.
So
there you go. There's your gorgeous self.
Paul just sent me an email today saying that unfortunately right now he's on a ferry. He would have loved to be here. But he says hi to everyone. And that was my little thing that I wanted to add. I'm still emotional every time I hear it.
So what we're going to do right now, thank you, Caroline, for being the tech guy on that. So we're actually going to just pass it back over to Judith. And we're going to just have a little bit of a positive message. And Judith is going to share with you some of the things that Man Wave Movement is doing in around. I know that there's groups and there's things like that. So Judith, are you ready to come back on the screen and just talk a little bit about the positivity of kind of this movement and what you guys are looking for and how we're about to help you with that? Are you there?
I'm
All
here.
right. Awesome. So yeah, let's shine some light on some good joy.
So first of all, I want to thank you, Paul. He shared that story with Bonnie and I at the Dude Show, but we didn't have all the story. So we knew that it was serious, and so that is really touching my heart. And it's just so great that you're opening yourself to share your story to help others. And it's a very amazing, heartfelt story. I just have to say that again. So it was an amazing story, wasn't it, people?
Yeah.
And there's many stories like that out there. And as the men that are listening and the women that know the men that have gone through that, it's very often. And it's even more often presently as times have changed and different things with our economy in particular in Alberta. So I just want to mention on our website, you'll see about having peer pods. And we're able to do that when we can have men in small groups where they'll meet and they will be working with each other. We'll have male facilitators and male speakers. And Bonnie and I and directors will be working on that to get that formed. And Bonnie also, you'll see her on that with Senses Mindfulness, and she does coaching and therapy work, and she's excellent at it. It's very non-intrusive, and she has a really amazing approach with people, and it really empowers them and helps them, now and going forward. So it's for wellness all the way through, for healing, and then going forward in life. And then there's other resources on there. Dr. Michael Duran, and he is a colleague and a friend of Bonnie's too, and he's from Spokane. And he, in the 1990s, he set up 25 groups for men. And a lot of them are still going, and he attends one too. And you can have open email dialogue with him. We set that up a while ago, so please connect with him too. And put a lot of resources on there. Most of them are Canadian for anybody that's from other places, but always have a list of emergency numbers that you know. And ours here in Alberta and Canada is 911. So if you have to wait for doctor's appointments timely now. So phone 911 immediately. Give them your address, tell them where you're at and what's happening, and ask for that help. Never feel ashamed. Even first responders have post-traumatic stress disorder and depression and have been suicidal. And lots of people know people that have gone through that and are just, depression and coping, period. So never feel embarrassed about that. I went through depression through what I went through with Robert too. It's a normal response when things stack up and things aren't working, or you're injured, or you lose people that you love. Like it's normal. But please contact Bonnie and talk to Michael Duran. And there's Psychology Today is online, and there's many resources there. And keep a social network. Like just say hi to people and phone them and like, how are you doing? And even I saw a report for the LRT here in Calgary, and it was saying where this guy said, I was on the LRT, and he said, that was the day I was going to kill myself. And he said, this woman just turned to me and she said, hello, how are you today? And he said, and then I I started engaging with her and he said, she saved my life. So that's how simple it is. So I've always practiced anyway, or say hello when I'm on the street, or how are you doing? But in particular now during this year and COVID time. And that's all it takes is just to say hi, because people like to hear that voice, see your eyes, and have a smile. So that's about our group. And
we're oh, sorry, go ahead.
sorry, and I just want to say that thank you to you, Deborah and Carolyn, for putting on this gala. And thank you to you all that are in attendance here. Remember, understanding, that's the key word. Understanding about mental health is the key for men to seek help and support for their complete wellness.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you. We haven't left. Don't leave the gala yet.
I know, I'm not leaving.
I think that was her final pieces, but I wanted to say thank you. And one of the things that we wanted to, this is about supporting, and we're going to get into that because the Man Wave movement, like any other movement, is not able to get these pods together and get these speakers together and continue their movement without being funded. And so we've got something, we're going to do a couple of draws right now. We're going to kind of add some funness into this. And we're going to do what's called the party dress. So if you read your invitation and you were sent your invitation, and I can see some people did, that they dressed for the occasion, because we wanted to make this like a gala, like you were walking out, you know, and getting ready for the evening and having fun. And so that's kind of, look at this. All right. So what we're going to do is, so Caroline has been looking, and I've got two gifts. I've got two beautiful gifts. Of course, we're giving away things that are based around self-care, right? Why not? And so obviously, if you know myself and Caroline, we're very involved in self-care. It's what we do for a living. And we share the words of health and wellness pretty well 90% of our day. The other 10%, I think we're eating and taking care of kids. But anyway, so we have two draws, and Caroline has been going through the names, and she has picked two people that have dressed up to party tonight with us on this gala. And so the first person is going to get a beautiful self-care, take care of yourself, take care of your hair care, a beautiful, gorgeous shampoo from our company, because this is great for men and or women. And so whom have you chosen from the entry chat to win that beautiful gift?
I would like everyone to take note here that she gives me this job having to pick someone. So sorry to anyone else. I've picked two. So what's your second gift?
Oh, well, look at that. Now getting to Benny. So our second gift is our gorgeous, beautiful self-care cleanser. Oh. No, that's at the end. So this is our self-care party dress. You went to the effort of taking care of yourself and getting ready for this party. And so we're going to self-care on you. And this is our gorgeous, beautiful skin cleanser for men and or women. So we have shampoo, we have cleanser, and who are going to get these two beautiful, gorgeous gifts?
Miss Lois, hope I'm pronouncing it properly, and Mr. Glenn.
All right. Okay. Look at that. Okay. So you're going to have to send us in your information and we will get those to you. Fantastic. And yes, we do have more gifts apparently. Away. So what I want to explain to you right now, just briefly, me and Caroline are going to take a few minutes here and explain how we've created the Gift for Gift program. And we took into consideration what it's like in our, what the culture is like right now. I think I shared with you earlier about how charities are really hurting. And it's not because people don't want to give the way that they gave 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, but there's been a shift and we can't deny that. We also can't deny the fact that people are taking care of necessities, and sometimes the amount or what people are being able to donate in terms of time, energy, or finances has had to be cut. And we appreciate that and understand that. So me and Caroline got together and thought, so what could we do? And so we created what's called a Gift for Gift program. And so instead of asking everyone who's going to be watching this video, and I know that this is going to be going out to many people, so I'm not just talking to the people that are on here. You've obviously seen this organization, and we are looking to fund this organization as much as we can to get as many pods as we can and get the word out as much as we can and as fast as we can. So we feel like we're under the time frame a little bit on this. And so me and Caroline, we do work at a beautiful company that has self-care products for men and for women. And we've created kits, we've created packages. And so that way, if you are donating financially to this organization, we are going to gift you back. And the reason why we're going to gift you back with these products is because then it's something that you can use for yourself. It's a Christmas present that you can give away for someone at Christmas. So the money that you are going to spend on someone at Christmas or a couple of people on Christmas, you can put towards these kits. And so you can donate, but yet you don't have to go take more money out of your pocket to try to find out how you can donate to these guys and also do what it is that you need to do. So we have those everyday products. Please just send us your email in the chat box. If you have any desire at all to support the Man Wave movement, then please just put your email in there. Caroline will contact you. We will contact you privately. And we have different packages that you can purchase, and all of the proceeds from those purchases are the purchases from the kits are going to be going to the Man Wave movement. So that way, that was how we got the gift for gift program. So instead of asking somebody where that's a really challenging time right now, some people weren't hit. Some people were not financially affected by what's going on. And so I might not be talking to, but I am talking to the numerous amounts of people that may have had that experience. Or have had to support other people elsewhere. There's people that weren't hit, but friends and family were, and you're kind of donating time and energy to help those people. So we called it the Gift for Gift program. And so I just wanted to share that that's how we're going to do this. Caroline's going to talk a little bit about what it is and the kits. Thank you, Richard. The kits, a little bit about those products, a little bit about the kits for 2, 3, 4 minutes. I think she's going to talk. And then, oh, what's on the agenda? More draws. So hang in there with us, you guys. We're going to be wrapping up this beautiful charity event in probably about 5, 6, or 7 minutes here. We appreciate you hanging in here with us and hearing the story. So Caroline, I'm going to turn it over to you so that you can inspire people to support the Man Wave movement through purchasing one of these packages.
And I'm going to try to talk so super fast to pack all of this in 5 minutes.
No, you do what you do and you do it well. So you take your time.
I'm joking, guys. That's how I deal with my emotions, with joking. So, and I love that we're doing that tonight. It's very emotional, but it's also, I'm proud and happy to be part of this and actually be able to, that we've put a program to give back. So basically our products, it's a beautiful company called Neora. It's a company that is really all philanthropy based. It all started with an accidental discovery. Research on skin cancer. There was like 11 years of research. Ended up developing our first cream that went to market 9 years ago. And since then, basically Neora has only developed innovative products that are multifunctional. So the purpose of all of our products will be to address more than one concern. So you don't have to buy a bunch of different products for, let's say your face or your body or your mind. So we really take care of, in a very holistic way, of the anti-aging of the brain, the anti-aging of the skin, anti-aging of the body, the anti-aging of our system, and also the anti-aging of our hair, a brand new segment that we just moved in. And we have been extremely successful because our products are the perfect mixture between being botanically based, so all natural, nature-based, and being scientifically developed, so they actually give results. So all of our products are clean, they're healthy, they don't have any of the top 30 dirty chemicals, they're all vegan, they're all gluten-free, non-tested on animals, so basically super clean products. So the packages, I'm not going to go in details through all the packages, but we've put up 4 packages for you. The first one is one of skincare. So basically, if you want to take care of the anti-aging of your face and your neck, and pretty much you can put it everywhere if you want, but it's mainly for the face. It's a very powerful set that will reverse the sign of aging. And if you don't need to have any reversal, it also prevents aging because it really works at a cellular level. All of our products are patented. They have molecules in there that you won't find in anything else. We have incredible before and after pictures if ever you want to see some. All of our products have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and that goes in for this program as well. So this is the first kit that will take care of all of your face. We have one kit that is called a wellness kit that will really take care of the health of your brain. And yes, you heard me right. Like if you have brain fog, if you have issues with concentration, memory, if you feel like you're not as sharp as you used to be when you were 20, or your brain stamina is not as extended as it used to be, this is the perfect product out of all of our products. And I'm saying all, we have 19 products, but out of all of our products, this is the one that was a game changer in my life. And if I had to give up everything, I would, except for this one. It literally, it's like my brain is going to the gym every morning, every time I take my supplements. So absolutely amazing. In that wellness package, we have a supplement that actually works on your mitochondria, so all of your energy cells. So basically the anti-aging from the inside to the outside. And we have one that takes care of your gut health. And then the third package is the hair package. Yes, if you want to have hair that is movable. I'm just joking.
Love it.
If you want to fall back in love with your hair again, or the hair that you had and you don't, and you want to have them back, this is the ideal system. It's really the anti-aging of the hair that will make your hair become youthful again, more manageable, more shiny, healthier. And we also have one product in there that has a phenomenal molecule that will actually promote hair growth and hair regrowth, and also takes away the gray. So who doesn't want that? And then the fourth package is our body package. So if you want to firm up, basically neck down, anywhere, you can bathe in it if you want. But if you want to firm up, and don't we all want this? And if you want to lose a cellulite, and I know that cellulite is not a man issue usually, but you may know someone who wants to get rid of it. So we have a package for that as well. And of course, we can, do personalized package for you, really take the time to listen to your needs, whether you go with a kit that we have, or whether you go with something else that is a personalized kit for you. All of the proceeds are going to the ManWave movement. And if you refer someone, same thing, everything that comes from tonight goes to Judith and Bonnie's foundation. So
wow. You did amazing. You did amazing. That's awesome. So thank you very much. And I just want to thank you, Caroline, because I know you went to a lot of work and energy and effort to put those packages together, and you did a fabulous job explaining them. And what a beautiful thing that we're a philanthropy company, that all the proceeds go, to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And we're taking that philanthropy and we're now rolling it into the ManWave movement. So thank you so much. We are going to do a final draw for a phenomenal gift. And then we are going to say our final goodbyes. And so please, oh, look at that. She's got it all. She's got names in a basket. So now is this going to be the number? Is this going to be the number? No. We're going to do the color one. So, okay. I know
the name already. So I'm just going to leave it here.
Okay. We want to know whose name that is. But before we do the name, we want to do one last chat, because we like to engage you. If you guys are sleeping or you've had your second glass of wine, well, get going. In the chat box, I want you guys to put what you think Judith's favorite color is. So that gorgeous, amazing woman that is rocking it, that is ready to rumble, that has lots of energy, that's absolutely helping everybody. So we're looking for her favorite color. Okay, so now Judith, please share with us in one word, what is your favorite color? The first person that said this color is going to win an amazing gift. So Judith, what's your favorite color?
Red, of course.
Woo! So Caroline, who was the first person that said red?
The first person was Bonnie.
Yay! So Bonnie, I have a gorgeous, healing, beautiful burgundy red mala bracelet just for you. So congratulations. And the last draw that we're going to do tonight, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of a wrap up. Caroline has,
the first person that said red was Lois.
okay. So we'll take a look at that and we'll fix that. I don't think so. I think I saw Bonnie too, but anyways, we'll take a look at it, Christina. So we'll take a look at that. Okay.
So the other gift, I'm gonna talk about it 2 seconds.
Yes,
I know it was not
Okay.
on the agenda, but the last gift is one of my favorite books. So I read this book 9 years ago when I was going through, a crossroad in my life. Let's put it this way. And tonight we decided to give it. It's called The Slight Edge. It's not a business book. It's a book that is a beautiful philosophy from a man that I absolutely love, Jeff Olson. So it's a life philosophy about doing the little things that will help you change a lot in your life. And for me, it helped me put my life back on track. And it's helping me in business. It's helping me in everything. And I just think, and they also have it, the teen edition. So my teen have it as well. They haven't read it, but I did my job as a mom. So the winner.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, with my beautiful writing. It's Kevin.
All right. So Kevin, you win the Slight Edge. Make sure you put your email in there. We'll make sure we get that to you. And thank you, Caroline, for that donation. I know that is a book that is close and dear to your heart. And she's giving her a copy of that book. And the votes are in. So Lois, please put your email in and you will have this gorgeous, beautiful red bracelet. And thank you, Judith, for sharing your favorite color. I was trying to give people hints like she's ready to rumble and she's, okay. So here we come to the final end of the evening. Again, a big heartfelt thank you. I'm going to wrap up. I know that Judith had said thank you. And Judith, if there's anything that you want to share after myself, because Caroline's going to have the final piece on that. Because if you know anything about Caroline, that's just how it works when we do a gala. No. If you know us, we josh around a lot. But honestly, I just want to say it's one person. Thank you, Louis. It's one person. If there's anything that you got from this, it's one person. It's one person that helps one person that helps one person. And I am sure that every single person that's on this call tonight and come to this gala and is also going to listen to this is a game changer. There is no way that you made it past the point of being able to have a glass of wine or champagne or lemon drink like Caroline and haven't changed people's lives. We do that. Here's the interesting thing. We probably don't even know how many people we have really impacted with those hellos, with those nice to meet you, with those, wow, that's a nice dress. And so I know that I'm talking to game changers when I say I really appreciate your time and your energy and your effort and your support. I hope that you are able and you're inspired to be able to help us help Man Wave Movement, because the one thing when I say that it takes one person, we know it takes one person, but what I really, really, really got from the story that we heard tonight from Paul's story is not only him getting healthy changed his life, it changed his economic life, it changed his family's life, it changed life with his kids, it was able to rebuild. And so we know when one person isn't well, that it's a ripple effect. And we know that as much as when one person's not well, it's a ripple effect. One person that wants to change makes a ripple effect, right? So if you're able to support and help, we thank you. If you're not able to, but by watching this and being here, you are able to take this information and share that. I mean, honestly, the website that Judith has put together where people can get resources, just knowing someone's there is so important. So really from the bottom of my heart, I personally have been affected in my life by this condition, with men in my life, and a certain one that I hold dear to my heart. I know so has my favorite counterpart here, Caroline. And so we just thank you so much. And if you have been affected by this yourself and you need us, then please reach out. And if you have been affected, then please do what you can to help support this organization. So I am going to pass it on to Caroline. And Caroline's going to wrap up this evening. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And Paul, thank you so much for your bravery. You have made huge impact. Okay.
Well, I want to start by saying that Bonnie, Deb is so generous that she will send you a mala as well. And yes, it was Lois that answered first, so you will get one as well. Sorry, I was going so fast I didn't see. I also want to thank Judith and Bonnie, and not only thank them, but congratulate them and really commend what they're doing. You know, they went through, and I'm saying they, I will talk about Judith here since I know her story. She went through something that, you know, some people would have crawled on the floor and stay there. Instead, she picked herself up and she decided to take her pain and build something with it. And what I hope that you all, you know, keep from tonight is that whatever your situation is, whatever your pain is, whatever, you know, your situation is, it doesn't define you. It's a moment, it's temporary, and it's today. Tomorrow can always be different. So today and right now is the only thing you can change because you're living it. The rest is like, it can always be changed. Reach out. Anyone can turn their life around. Anyone can do good. And you don't have to necessarily start a foundation to help. Just the little things that you do in your life every single day will help. So thank you for being here. And also I want to invite you on our YouTube channel. Deborah and I have this show called The True Dat Show. So doing a little promo here. But basically, if you go on YouTube and you type True Dat Show, it's really a show that we started not too long ago, and it's actually not even officially launched yet. It's launching officially in January. It's going to be a podcast that will be aired on iHeartRadio, Apple Radio, and Spotify, and a bunch of different other syndicated channels. But it's all about being real. So we are talking about stuff like we talked tonight. And actually there's a beautiful interview with Judith on there. If you want to hear more, it's a longer interview, but it's really a channel that we want to bring real situation with real people, real life, and talk about the real things in a real way. So that's why we call it True Dat, because we will leave, you know, all the superficial out and just address what we really think that people want to hear. Well, anyway, what I want to hear. So thank you, everyone. Just go on our channel, leave your emails, we'll contact you, and we're grateful.
Thank you.
That's it.
Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Bye. Thank you.
Judith, thank you. Thank you.